Member for Kamloops Centre.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's like the Finance Minister is unaware of all the closed ERs, ICUs, and maternity wards in BC currently that we seem to be under. Mr. Speaker, the Premier promised to cancel U.S. contracts and buy BC and buy Canadian, and after almost a year, his own ministry admits they have no list, no tracking, no data, and actually no idea what was actually, if anything, cancelled. Now, Ontario, they actually passed a real law to protect local jobs, while this Premier can't even tell British Columbians if a single contract has actually changed, let alone be cancelled. So why did this Premier make such a big show of Buy BC and Bill 7 and all the requirements this government needed when he didn't follow through on any of it?
Minister of Finance.
Wrong. We are following through on all of it. Since April, we've been reviewing all contracts with United States companies to decrease BC's dependence on goods and services from U.S. suppliers. Honourable Speaker,
Members.
we have to do this work carefully. If we took an approach that banned all U.S. suppliers, we would also lose BC jobs. We have to make sure we do this work and protect British Columbians. But this is very rich coming from the other side, who in fact stood up and wouldn't even take a stance against Trump's tariffs. Very rich coming from your side.
Kamloops Centre supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There's a snapshot in time we're never going to get back, but I digress. Mr. Speaker, this is the problem with this government. They made a big deal about Bill 7 in this House. They made a big deal about all the action they were taking, yet when they're pressed to actually deliver and show the results, they can't. And maybe they don't want to have an example of a Conservative government in Ontario taking action, so let's look at what the other NDP government in Canada has done in Manitoba in that same time frame. Not review the actions they have actually taken. They formally banned U.S. companies from government contracts. They did not renew 2 electrical contracts to export 500 megawatts to the U.S. And you know what they did instead, Mr. Speaker, to support other Canadians as part of Confederation? They redirected 50 megawatts of that to none of it, and they have plans for the remainder to go to Saskatchewan. That's an NDP government that's actually taking action, not just providing performative words. So again, when will this government actually provide a detailed list of all of the U.S. contracts that have been cancelled or not renewed or changed or anything other than the typical we're reviewing it but actually taking action?
Minister of Finance.
Wrong again. We are taking action. We are taking action. New procurement starting in May exclude U.S. suppliers from bidding on these contracts unless an exemption has been granted because it's a critical good or service or would lose BC jobs. We've got many examples already. An RFP for the province's fleet management specifically excludes U.S. workers. A maintenance contract for government facilities is now with CBRE instead. Data hosting and data service centres with ESIT Advanced Solutions employing BC and Canadian workers. This member would have us pull our workers off of doing this important transition and have them making lists. No, we're doing the work.